After 60, everything slows down. Memory falters, fatigue increases, the body aches, and many people think this is normal. But the truth is, there's a simple food that can change all of this in just a few days. And most seniors have never heard of it. Just 2 dates a day. That's it. Such a small habit, but one that can improve your circulation, protect your brain, reduce inflammation, regulate your digestion, and even strengthen your bones. And the most impressive part, it's backed by science. In this video, you'll discover the 5 hidden effects of dates on the body after age 60, and why so many experts now consider them a natural remedy disguised as a fruit. But pay attention. The last benefit is the most surprising, and no one talks about it. Subscribe to the channel that way. You'll receive content like this that helps you and the people you love age with more health and freedom. Benefit 1. Improved circulation and cardiovascular protection. Did you know that after 60, your blood can circulate up to 30% slower? And that's not just a number, it's a warning. Poor circulation is like a road full of potholes where nothing flows properly. Oxygen delivery is compromised, the brain suffers, the heart works twice as hard, and even your skin and eyes feel the effects. Worse, it's one of the factors that silently increases the risk of heart attack, stroke, and neurodegenerative diseases. Now imagine that you could improve that flow naturally, without medication, without side effects, just by eating 2 dates a day. Dates are extremely rich in potassium, magnesium, and antioxidant polyphenols, a powerful combination that helps relax blood vessels, lower blood pressure, and prevent plaque buildup in the arteries. Potassium, for example, acts directly on the regulation of vessel contraction and heart rhythm, and that's essential for people over 60. When blood vessels naturally lose elasticity, research published in the Journal of Agricultural and Food Chemistry showed that consuming dates regularly can reduce triglyceride levels and improve coronary artery health. A study on seniors found that daily consumption of dates for 4 weeks reduced inflammatory markers in the blood and improved blood viscosity, making it lighter to circulate. But the most interesting part is this: all of that happens without causing blood sugar spikes. As many people assume, that's because dates, despite being sweet, have a moderate glycemic index and are rich in fiber, which prevents that roller coaster effect in glucose level. In other words, they protect your heart without overloading your pancreas. And the effect is visible: less swelling in the legs, less dizziness when standing up, less fatigue when walking. With better blood flow, the whole body functions better, including the brain, which depends on a constant flow of oxygen and nutrients to maintain memory and clear thinking. If you suffer from cold hands and feet, unregulated blood pressure, constant fatigue, or have experienced palpitations, this could be the first step to changing all of that. And the best part, it's practical. 2 dates a day. It could be in the morning with oats, in the afternoon as a natural sweet, or even chopped into a salad. If you want to boost this effect even more, combine them with a handful of walnuts or a pinch of cinnamon. The result is even more powerful for the heart. But pay attention. People with severe kidney problems or who take diuretics should consult their doctor before increasing potassium intake. And of course, moderation is essential. 2 to 3 dates per day is enough. More than that can disrupt your dietary balance, especially for those with poorly controlled diabetes. Now that you know dates are almost like a natural lubricant for the circulatory system, get ready. The next benefit has a direct impact on your digestion and can help those who suffer from constipation, acid reflux, and a constant feeling of bloating. And there's more. It also activates a function that few people associate with dates: brain detoxification. Benefit to intestinal regulation and natural detoxification if your gut is sluggish, bloated, or constipated. Know that this doesn't just affect digestion, it also affects your brain. And for those over 60, this is an important warning. The accumulation of toxins in the intestines can generate silent inflammations that spread throughout the body, including the central nervous system. That's why when the gut isn't working well, you don't just feel bloated, you feel more tired, forget words, lose focus, and even your mood becomes more unstable. This is where dates shine again. In just 2 pieces, you already consume about 3 grams of soluble and insoluble fiber. In addition to bioactive compounds that directly feed the good bacteria in your gut, this activates a natural detox process, facilitating bowel movements and eliminating toxins that, when retained, worsen joint pain, speed up skin aging, and impair cognitive performance. A study conducted on seniors with chronic constipation showed that daily consumption of dates for just 21 days increased bowel movement frequency, reduced intestinal transit time, and improved the overall sense of well-being. Participants reported less bloating, deeper sleep, and greater mental clarity. And there's more. The fiber in dates helps regulate cholesterol by binding to bad fats in the intestines and preventing them from being absorbed. This has a direct impact on heart health and also on blood sugar control. Another point that few people know is that the gut is responsible for producing up to 90% of the body's serotonin, the feel-good neurotransmitter. In other words, when your gut works well, your mind also works better. This helps explain why so many people who regulate their intestines report improvements in mood, memory, and overall energy. And best of all, dates are easy to consume. You don't need to cook, prepare, or have special ingredients. Just chew. It can be in the morning with a glass of warm water, or as dessert after lunch. If you want to enhance the gentle laxative effect, try soaking them overnight in water and eating them first thing in the morning. This softens the fiber and further activates its digestive power. Oh, and one detail, dates don't cause diarrhea, they balance. That means if your gut is too slow, they stimulate it. If your gut is too fast, they help normalize it. It's an adaptive, natural effect with no serious contraindications. Just avoid eating them at night if you already have a very fast-moving gut, as it might stimulate digestion during rest periods. And of course, those with irritable bowel syndrome (IBS) should test carefully, as some people with FODMAP sensitivity may not tolerate them well. And now comes the point that almost no one associates with dates. They're not only good for the intestines, the next benefit is directly related to brain function, more specifically, memory and protection against neurodegenerative diseases. And in this next section, you'll understand why an Israeli doctor began recommending dates daily to his older patients after seeing something surprising in brain, MRI scans, benefit 3, memory protection, and cognitive stimulation. There's an uncomfortable truth that few have the courage to say. Mental decline can begin long before any diagnosis. And the scariest part? Many times, it starts as what you simply feel is mental fatigue, trouble finding words, forgetting where you left your keys, losing your train of thought. But this isn't just tiredness. For many, it's the beginning of a silent brain inflammation process. Now, here comes the good news. Dates, besides being delicious, are a natural neuroprotective food. They contain flavonoids such as quercetin and luteolin, along with ferulic acid and other powerful antioxidants that reduce oxidative stress in the brain. One of the main causes of early brain aging, a study published in Neural Regeneration, research showed that rats fed with date extract performed better in memory and coordination tests. The explanation, the compounds in dates helped reduce beta amyloid plaques in the brain, the very same ones that appear in Alzheimer's cases. Another powerful point is the impact on the gut-brain axis. As we saw earlier, dates strengthen the gut microbiota, and this increases the production of neurotransmitters like serotonin and GABA, which improve mood, reduce anxiety, and support mental focus. And we're not talking about eating pounds per day. 2 dates are enough. You just need to turn it into a habit. You can do this by adding chopped dates to a smoothie with banana and flaxseed, mixing them into natural yogurt, or even stuffing them with a little almond butter. It turns creamy, sweet, delicious, and feels like dessert. But what's happening? There is something medicinal. You're feeding your brain. Now imagine combining that with a food known for its brain anti-inflammatory action, rich in omega-3s, south, and antioxidants that cross the blood-brain barrier. Yes, we're talking about salmon. But not just any salmon. There's a specific way to prepare salmon that activates the release of natural neuroprotective compounds in the body, enhancing the effects of dates and creating an impressive synergistic effect. It's a simple recipe, but incredibly powerful, and many seniors who've tried it report mental clarity. That recipe is in the link pinned in the comments. It was shared by brain nutrition experts and is helping thousands of people who, just like you, want to keep their minds sharp for life without relying on medications, without suffering from forgetfulness that robs us of autonomy, and without losing the joy of living. Click the link in the comments to watch the recipe. And if that already sounds impressive, wait until you discover the next benefit. Because it doesn't just relieve physical pain, it can protect your bones, your joints, and even help prevent falls. One of the biggest threats to autonomy for anyone over 60, benefit for bone strengthening and fall prevention. You may not feel it now, but bones weaken in silence. After 60, the loss of bone density accelerates, especially in women, but also in many men. And the real danger isn't just osteoporosis, but falls. A poorly positioned fall can mean a hip fracture, and in many cases, an irreversible loss. of independence. Now here's something almost no one knows. Dates help strengthen bone structure naturally and continuously. And this has nothing to do with calcium, which many consume in excess without results. The secret lies in three often overlooked minerals: boron, magnesium, and potassium. Dates are one of the fruits with the highest concentration of boron, a mineral that helps bind calcium to the bones and regulates the action of hormones responsible for bone health, such as estrogen and testosterone. And that's essential for anyone over 60, as hormonal loss directly contributes to weakening of the skeletal structure. In addition, the magnesium present in dates improves calcium absorption and acts directly in the formation of the bone matrix, and potassium, which we previously saw helping with circulation, also reduces calcium excretion through urine, which means less daily mineral loss. Together, these substances create a more favorable internal environment for maintaining bone and muscle mass, two fundamental pillars for balance, strength, and mobility in the elderly. And there's more. The fibers in dates also support the absorption of essential micronutrients in the gut, such as zinc and iron, which complete this regenerative action. If you suffer from knee or back pain, morning stiffness, or leg weakness, adding dates to your diet can be a simple and accessible. Step 2. Rebuilding your internal structural foundation. And once again, it doesn't have to be complicated. They can be part of a porridge, a breakfast edition, or even mashed and mixed with oats. And for those who have difficulty chewing, just soak them for a few hours in warm water. They become soft and even tastier. Restrictions, such as patients on dialysis or with severe kidney failure, should speak to a doctor first. But for the vast majority of healthy seniors, dates are a safe and powerful ally. And before we continue, just imagine what your life could be like with more stability, less pain, less risk of falling, and with energy to walk, dance, or travel without fear. This is what nature still offers you. You just have to accept it. And speaking of energy, the next benefit may be the most immediate of all. If you wake up tired, need coffee all the time, or feel like the vitality you once had vanished without warning, what we're about to reveal may flip your metabolic switch. Because dates have a surprising effect on energy level, and the reason behind it has nothing to do with sugar. Benefit 5. Steady energy and active metabolism. Without sugar spikes, everyone has felt that unexplained exhaustion. You sleep through the night, but wake up as if you hadn't rested at all. You drink coffee and nothing. Throughout the day, your energy fluctuates. Tiredness hits, laziness creeps in, and even simple tasks seem to require too much effort. And as the years go by, that feeling worsens. The body just doesn't respond like it used to. But what if I told you the problem isn't your age? It's how your body is producing energy. This is where dates reveal a little known but scientifically proven power. They provide steady, clean, and efficient energy without overloading the metabolic system. Unlike sweets and refined carbs, which cause spikes followed by abrupt drops in blood sugar, dates offer a gradual energy release. Why? Because they contain the perfect combination of glucose, fructose, and soluble fiber, along with minerals that activate metabolic enzymes, such as vitamin B6, magnesium, and iron. This means that when you consume 2 dates, your body receives a natural, complete fuel source that is absorbed intelligently. You don't feel that sugar rush. You feel consistent vitality, mental focus, and less fatigue throughout the day. And this effect isn't psychological, it's physiological. A study published in the International Journal of Food Sciences and Nutrition evaluated the impact of date consumption in adults with mild chronic fatigue. After 3 weeks of daily consumption, participants reported improved energy level with no significant increase in blood sugar and in some cases even improved insulin resistance. Additionally, dates play a crucial role in maintaining mitochondrial health. Mitochondria are the power plants of our cells. As we age, they become damaged, produce less ATP, the energy molecule, and generate more free radicals. But the antioxidant compounds in dates help protect and regenerate mitochondria, reducing oxidative stress and increasing energy production efficiency. And one more detail, dates improve sleep quality, which has a direct impact on your energy throughout the day. They contain tryptophan, an amino acid that is a precursor to serotonin and melatonin, which regulate mood and the sleep cycle. If you sleep poorly, you wake up feeling even worse. But by adding foods rich in tryptophan and fiber like dates, in the late afternoon, many seniors report deeper sleep, fewer nighttime awakenings, and surprising energy the next day. And there's something even more curious. Dates are considered a mild adaptogen. That means they help the body cope with physical and emotional stress, reducing the excessive release of cortisol, the chronic stress hormone that drains your energy and speeds up aging. If you constantly feel tired, weak, or mentally foggy, this simple habit of 2 dates a day can naturally, consistently, and safely reactivate your body and mind. And all of this without needing energy drinks, expensive supplements, or extreme diets. And if you're wondering how to fit this into your routine, it's easier than it seems. In the morning, you can eat 2 dates with a spoonful of peanut butter. This provides stable energy for hours without the crash that usually follows coffee. In the afternoon, a combination of dates with some nuts creates the ideal snack. It sustains you, nourishes the brain, and prevents that post-lunch drowsiness. And at night, just chop up some dates and mix them with a bit of yogurt or kefir. This combination supports digestion and strengthens the gut flora during sleep. And in case you're wondering if this sounds too good to be true, remember, natural medicine doesn't work through magic promises. It works through consistency. The secret is not eating dates once a week, but adopting this habit daily with awareness and purpose. Do you find it hard to include dates in your routine? Tell us in the comments. We want to help make it easier for you. Tell us in the comments. We'd all love to help you overcome this. And if you haven't subscribed yet, do it now. And before you go, you need to watch the next video on the channel. It reveals a common food that, if consumed the wrong way, may be accelerating your brain's aging, even though many people consider it healthy. This detail may have gone unnoticed for years, and only now is science starting to talk about it. Click and find out.